Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers. This your brother Elahu Ramadan on the West Coast, brothers and sisters, with that information that you can get nowhere and from no one. That information that's vital to the black man and the black woman's future. But we know not that information because no one will provide it to us except one, brothers and sisters, and that be the messenger of the covenant. And that covenant be the Abraham covenant. That's what makes this message so vital to the black man and black woman in the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters. This information that Master Suleiman has revealed, you won't be able to find it in the message to the black man. You won't be able to find it in the fall of America. The fall of America leads you up to some information, but the information that Master Suleiman have for us, you won't be able to find it, brothers and sisters, because, and you damn sure won't be able to find it in L. Ron Hubbard, the book that Farrakhan had us getting. If you the God, know everything, supposed to be the God front man, why the hell we need that cave dweller? Anyway, brothers and sisters, the information, brothers and sisters, that you ain't nobody have been able or you ain't been able to get and you can't get in these different books. You can't get this information, brothers and sisters, because this information was kept hidden, kept, locked up, kept under seven seals. That's the information, brothers and sisters, that was revealed after those seven seals was lifted, brothers and sisters. There became an Injil study guide. An Injil study guide is needed for a time of intense darkness. The intense darkness, brothers and sisters, on the behalf of the black man and the black woman in the North American wilderness. And the reason it obtained to us, the black man and the black woman in the North American wilderness, because we are the ones under the Abraham covenant. We are the ones that the God made a covenant with Abraham and his seed. That be the black man and black woman in America, brothers and sisters. That's us. And the reason why this information is so valuable to us at this day and time is because in that Abraham covenant, we were going to be taken to a land that was not ours. Just so happened to be in the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters. Just so happened to be in the North American wilderness. And we have been here, got here in 1555, but they locked us up for 64 years. So by locking us up, you lose you don't have your mother and father's tongue. You don't know who you are. So you become lost to the knowledge of self. And then after the 64 years when they let us out, that was 1619. That's the first day that lists when the first, under the Abraham covenant, will be, his sentence will start. And his sentence was 400 years. 400 years, brothers and sisters, from 1619 to 2019. 400 years. After that 400 years, you have to read into the Abraham covenant to find out what it was about. And basically, the information saying that we'll be here on a sojourning for 400 years. After that, being served and afflicted. That wasn't a part of the agreement, but that's what happened. Call it a Holocaust. Go to waralert.org and you can get some information on that. You also can register and you can get that information on that book that you need that's been locked up and sealed up. Locked up and sealed up in a book that's been around since 571 years but ain't been talked about. Everybody then hopped around it and said what they said about it, but nobody was able to lift those seven seals in that book called Revelation because it wasn't for everybody. And now that it's been revealed, everybody can't jump in and think they're going to get what's coming to the black man and the black woman for going through the 400 years, for submitting to the Edomites. And we be the generation after those 400 years, brothers and sisters. And there's a great reward coming from that. A great reward, brothers and sisters, for our 400 years in a land that was not ours. And that great reward, brothers and sisters, got to do with a promised land. Not only do it got to do with a promised land, brothers and sisters, that promised land we're going to turn into our heaven. That promised land we're going to turn into our heaven, brothers and sisters. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Other words, we don't have to go for the American dream. We don't have to go for the American dream, brothers and sisters. Living under the prosecution of the North American wilderness, under the Chaldean, under the Neanderthals, all the things they have been doing and still doing to us, under now the law. Before they didn't, the law was they can kill and do whatever they want to us. Now they got laws, so they got to so-called abide by the laws, but they ain't been abide by them. The proof is their actions. But anyway, brothers and sisters, the news of the Master Suleiman when he lifted those seven seals off the 22 out the 22 chapters of the book of Revelation has revealed to us the Injil. And we do have a study guide, myself and the Injil warriors and the warrior queens. And you have heard from them, the brother speaking on those seven churches, Injil warrior, brothers speaking on those seven thunders, Injil warriors, and them warrior queens. You heard we all been enlightened by Master Suleiman. We heard his word. We heard what we didn't know. We heard what we did not know, brothers and sisters. We heard about that Abraham covenant. Now, if the preachers of Christianity, they got a book called the Bible, they read it. They have a Sunday school every Sunday. So all of them preach about Jesus of 2,000 years ago. They don't teach or preach about his return. They say he is returning, but when he came back, and they didn't recognize him. They didn't recognize him because they were so caught up in that paycheck. In the United States, you go to the school called the theologian school. And since the United States is ruled by the devils, and plagued by demons, the devils being the Caucasian, and the demons being, once he went into that black woman and produced a black face Caucasian, Chaldean, slave master, a twin and an enemy for the original black man and black woman. So this twin and enemy is our number one enemy, brothers and sisters. I remember when Master Suleiman, when he opened up his uh, presentation, they were all started with let's slay some demons. So that's what the Injil warriors and the warrior queens uh, we have been doing, brothers and sisters, by uh, uh, bringing to you these lectures to speak to you about that Abraham covenant, because you can't hear it nowhere else, brothers and sisters. The Nation of Islam, they are the ones who's supposed to be talking and telling you about it, but they have been overthrown by a demon. They have been overthrown by a black faced devil under the name of Louis Eugene Brown, modern day Farrakhan. His dad, who raped his mom, was a Portuguese Jew, Chaldean. And they, what's happening now over there in the so called Middle East, got to do, as my brother speaking on them 7 churches is informing us about, the false Jews. Them are the individuals that's falsely saying that they are us, that they went through the Abraham covenant 400 years, when in truth and reality, they went to 4 years of what they call a Holocaust that was committed by their own European people. And as my brother and sisters was pointing out, uh, that was a payback Hitler was doing to them because in World War I, when they the so-called Jews sold Germany out to the French, and that's how they lost the war. So the second time around, when Hitler got in power, I guess he like this a big payback. So he was persecuting them. That's the side of the story that we never hear, brothers and sisters, and it's never told. But anyway, getting back to the point of what's happening over there, they are got our identity. So they've been there for 75 years, ever since the United States and Britain put them in that position. That's why they, no matter what, they're going to do everything in their power, meaning United States and Britain, to back Israel, because they know that's a false flag. They support that because Elijah Muhammad said that we were the true children of Israel, the black man and black woman in the North American wilderness. So they had to come up with a counteract, and that's where they decided to put those Palestinians, I mean those so-called Jews in the Palestinian land. You can do the research and look it up, brothers and sisters. But what's happening to them over there is coming to a city near us over here in the North American wilderness, brothers and sisters. The simple fact and the simple reason is, once the false Jews over there are put under siege, and those who keep them in power with weapons and military might are going to get kicked out. They ain't going to be able to support them no more. And the false Jews are going to be there left by themselves. And Jerusalem is surrounded by armies that don't like them, that see who they are truly by the civilians they are murdering and killing. children and women. But when they did the strike over in Iran on that general, that was a precise strike. Didn't tear down a lot of buildings, didn't blow up a lot of ground, didn't kill a lot of civilians. So they can precise it if they want to. They don't want to. And America, who backs them, is giving them plenty of weapons to do whatever they want. No matter how many times the Secretary of State go over there and visit those trying to keep the peace and keep the calm, he can't get rid of the 23,000 bodies that's been killed. That's they're backing up and giving the weapons to do. So, brothers and sisters, the reason why we keep stating that is because they are the ones who got our identity. So once they get exposed, they're going to be coming over here. The people here, your neighbors, like just like the people there, the settlements, they can have a dual citizen in the United States, call themselves a Jew, go over to that land and occupy whoever they want home if they're a Palestinian on territory that don't belong to them, and they get weapons. So that's coming here, brothers and sisters, and most of the Europeans here are already armed to the teeth. So the evidence is going to be that the black man and black woman is the true children of Israel, and they and you've been treating them like a dog for 400 years. But the ones to the false Israel, the ones that Gog and Magog put in, Britain and United States put in power 75 years ago, them are the false ones. They've been blessing them with the taxpayer money of $3 billion. You got to go do it. Look it up on Google. I think it's 300,000 quarterly or something to that nature. You can look it up and find out what Israel get. Uh, you know, and why they got to be backed and they got to stand up for them because they got to keep that lie afloat. But that lie is ready to die, brothers and sisters. That's why you need this information that no one is giving you. You need that Injil study guide that you're not getting. You need to tune in and register at waralert.org so you can get the information you need. So when a war come to a city near you, a war coming to the United States and whatever city you live in, and you be black, because they're going to force all blacks. They ain't going to be wondering who's a demon and who's the original. And we know who the demon is. So all blacks are going to be pushed together. And then the separation, which is already taking place, because we are revealing it. After Master Suleiman lifted those 7 seals, he told us what a demon is. And we've been telling you for the last 2 and 3 years. He's been telling you for the last 32 years. So, brothers and sisters, you can take the truth or you can leave it alone. Our job is just to lay it out to you so you can get the truth. It's up to you what you do with the truth, brothers and sisters. You can do your investigation and find out if it's true or not. That we are the true children of Israel and that we have a reward after our 400 years, a birthright. We have a promised land that we will be making heaven. That's called Arabia. That's our land. We have a God, but it's not an invisible God. Master Farad Muhammad is not invisible. And those in the nation of Islam, you supposed to know what he is and who he is. And you know why he came 90 something years ago in 1930. You know all these things, but Like I said, you got an imposter sitting in the seat under the name of Louis Eugene Brown, a black-faced Chaldean, a Portuguese Jew, a liar, leading the nation, not needing the NOI, but allowing demons to flow in and allowing so-called original man. I guess he got them under his thumb. Y'all locked in because y'all won't look at the actual facts and truth and see for yourself. Like I said, you can't find the information in the message to the black man. You can't find it in the Quran. You can't find it in the student enrollment. You can't find it in the supreme wisdom and knowledge. It's there, but it ain't the Injil study guide is not there. It's things that's telling you that one would certainly appear at Elijah's temple. It showed you in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So the information is there, brothers and sisters, but it's how you accept it and what you would do to find out if it's beneficial to you or not. If you on the right road, then stay on that road, brothers and sisters. But if you on the wrong road in the day and time at the end of the Abraham covenant, and then you are going to be caught off guard. Go to worldalert.org and register, brothers and sisters, and get the information. Go through the process. Get the information that's vital to your future because that war is coming, brothers and sisters. And the example of that war is, as you can see in Palestine. It ain't going to be no Burger King, no McDonald's, no fast food, no Popeyes, no Wendy's. It ain't gonna be no Taco Bell on the corner. The water, the gas, the electricity, we don't control it. We pay our bills, but they can turn it off anytime. The people in Gaza ain't got no electricity, no gas, no water. And plus, they're locked in. They're in a prison. That's the biggest prison camp there is. Coming to a city near you and me, brothers and sisters, in the North American wilderness. But we got that antidote for you. We got that information for you. But you got to go and register at waralert.org and go through the process and get that information. If you want to protect your family, if you feel that the prayers in Jesus Christ is going to protect your family, he's here. He's been here. He'll be 75 this month. He's the black man that's the wisest man on the planet. He's the one that lifted the seven seals of the last book of the Bible, Revelation, and revealed to us and given to us, the black man and the black woman, our future in the Injil, the light during intensive darkness. The intensive darkness is you don't know what's about to happen. But we got an antidote. Waralert.org, brothers and sisters. Waralert.org. I'm your brother, Elihu Ramadan, on the West Coast. Myself and the Injil warriors on the area that they are in are informing you and trying to lead you to waralert.org, trying to lead you to the messenger of the covenant, trying to give you the understanding of the Abraham covenant. It's up to you to accept it or leave it alone. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.